Welcome to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The Volvo 2.5B 5254T engine is a much-loved and highly regarded turbocharged 5-cylinder petrol engine that was a staple in many Volvo models for over a decade. It's part of Volvo's famous white block engine family, known for its distinct 5-cylinder thrum, strong torque, and generally robust nature. History and versions. The B5254T engine code broadly refers to a 2.5-liter, 2,521 cubic centimeters, 5-cylinder, 4 valves per cylinder, turbocharged petrol engine for Volvo. It debuted in the late 1990s and saw various iterations and power outputs across different generations of Volvo vehicles. Key aspects of its history and versions. Light pressure turbo, LPT, focus. Many B5254T versions were designed as light pressure turbos, meaning they provided strong low-end and mid-range torque for smooth, effortless driving, rather than peak high RPM power. This made them excellent daily drivers. Evolution of power outputs. Early versions, e.g. in the first generation S60/V70, S80, XC90, often produced around 190 to 210 horsepower, 140 to 154 kilowatts. These were commonly referred to as 2.5T. Later versions, particularly in the second generation S60/V70/XC70, P3 platform, and C30/S40/V50, P1 platform, saw power outputs rise to around 230 horsepower, 169 kilowatts. These were often branded as T5 in certain markets and models, causing some confusion with the higher output 2.3L/2.4L T5 engines. There were also high-pressure turbo, HPT, variants, most notably in the performance-oriented R models, S60R/V70R, which used a specially tuned B5254T, or derivatives like B5254T4, producing around 300 horsepower, 221 kilowatts. These engines had some specific differences and limitations compared to the standard 2.5T. Applications. This engine was widely used across a vast range of Volvo models, including S60, first and second gen, V70, first, second, and third gen, XC70, first, second, and third gen, S80, first and second gen, XC90, first gen, C30/S40/V50, P1 platform, C70, first and second gen. Review and opinions. General opinion. The Volvo 2.5B 5254T is largely regarded as an excellent, reliable, and characterful engine. Its 5-cylinder configuration gives it a unique, pleasing exhaust note, often described as a growl or thrum, and an inherent smoothness. It's known for its robust low-end torque, making it a very flexible and responsive engine for everyday driving. Advantages: smoothness and sound. The inline-5 layout provides superior balance and refinement compared to many 4-cylinder engines, coupled with a distinctive and appealing engine note. Strong torque. Even the light-pressure turbo versions deliver impressive torque from low RPMs, making the car feel effortless and responsive in traffic and on the highway. Durability and longevity. With proper maintenance, these engines are known to be very long-lasting, often exceeding 200,000 or even 300,000 miles. The underlying white block design is inherently robust. Good for tuning. LPT versions. The LPT versions of the B5254T often respond very well to software tunes, stage 1/2, due to being detuned from the factory, offering significant power gains relatively safely. Reliability. Standard versions. The standard 2.5T versions are generally considered highly reliable. Disadvantages. Fuel consumption. While offering good power, they're not the most fuel-efficient engines, especially compared to newer, smaller turbocharged 4-cylinders. The larger displacement and older design can lead to higher fuel bills. Cylinder liner issues. R and heavily tuned versions, this is the most significant disadvantage. Primarily affecting the high performance are models S60R/V70R and some heavily tuned standard 2.5T engines. The thinner cylinder liners on the 2.5L block, compared to the 2.3L/2.4L versions, can be prone to cracking under extreme heat, high boost, or detonation, particularly when pushed significantly beyond stock power levels. This led to the block mod being a popular modification for highly tuned 2.5L engines. Complexity for DIYers. While robust, modern turbo engines have more components than naturally aspirated ones. Road tax in some regions due to its 2.5-liter displacement and CO2 output. It can fall into higher road tax bands in some countries. Common faults and breakdowns. While generally reliable, the B5254T engine can have some common issues. PCV, positive crankcase ventilation system. This is a very common failure point on Volvo's 5-cylinder petrol engines. A clogged or faulty PCV system leads to excessive crankcase pressure, which can cause oil leaks, e.g., rear main seal, cam seals, oil consumption, and potentially damage to engine seals. Symptoms include a whistling noise, oil leaks, or difficulty removing the oil filler cap. Replacement of the PCV oil trap and associated hoses is a common maintenance item. ETM, electronic throttle module on earlier models, pre-2002/2003, the Magneti-Marelli EDM was a known weak point, causing erratic idle, stalling, and limp home mode. Volvo later switched to a Bosch unit, which is much more reliable. Turbocharger issues. While durable, the turbocharger can eventually wear out, especially on higher mileage vehicles. Symptoms include a whining noise, smoke from the exhaust, or reduced power. VVT, variable valve timing system. The VVT solenoids and cam seals can leak oil or fail, leading to rough idle, reduced performance, or error codes. When replacing the timing belt, it's a good idea to inspect and potentially replace the VVT cam seals. Auxiliary belt tensioner/idlers. Failure of the auxiliary belt tensioner or idlers can cause the auxiliary belt to shred, and pieces of it can get sucked into the timing belt area, leading to catastrophic engine damage. Regular inspection and replacement of the auxiliary belt and its components are crucial. Cylinder liner cracking are models/heavily tuned, as mentioned above. This is a significant concern for the high output are engines or those tuned aggressively. It's less common on the standard 2.5T unless severely abused or poorly tuned. Oil filter housing diaphragm. On later models, the diaphragm and the oil filter housing can split, causing a loud whistling noise. It's a relatively inexpensive and easy fix. Fuel consumption. Real-world fuel consumption for the 2.5 B5254T varies, depending on the vehicle model, weight, AWD, transmission, manual versus automatic, and driving style. It's generally not considered a miserly engine. Smaller/lighter models, C30/S40/V52.5T, you might see 25 to 35 miles per gallon. UK/21 to 29 miles per gallon, US. In mixed driving, potentially higher on long motorway runs with a light foot. Midsize models, S60/V72.5T, typically around 22 to 32 miles per gallon. UK/18 to 27 miles per gallon, US. Heavier/AWD models, XC70/XC92.5T, often the thirstiest, averaging 20 to 30 miles per gallon. UK/17 to 25 miles per gallon, US, in mixed use. Timing. The Volvo 2.5 B5254T engine uses a timing belt. Replacement interval. The recommended timing belt replacement interval has generally been 105,000 miles, approximately 168,000 kilometers, or 10 years, whichever comes first for most versions from the late 90s onwards. Some later versions, e.g., on the P3 platform, might have intervals extended to 120,000 miles, approximately 193,000 kilometers. Always consult your specific vehicle's owner's manual or a reputable Volvo service schedule for the precise interval for your exact model and year. Critical maintenance. The B5254T is an interference engine. If the timing belt breaks, the pistons will collide with the valves, causing severe and very expensive engine damage. Full kit replacement. When replacing the timing belt, it is essential to also replace the timing belt tensioner, idler pulleys, and the water pump. These components have a similar lifespan to the belt, and their failure can lead to catastrophic engine damage even with a new belt. It's also wise to inspect the auxiliary, serpentine, belt, and its tensioner, as issues there can also indirectly affect the timing belt. Oil type. The B5254T engines typically require a fully synthetic engine oil meeting the ASEA 5/B5 specification. Common viscosity grades are 0W30 or 5W30. Using the correct specification is crucial for proper lubrication, fuel economy, and maintaining the lifespan of the engine and its components, like the turbocharger and VVT system. Capacity. The oil capacity for the 2.5 B5254T engine, including the oil filter, is usually around 5.8 to 6.2 liters, approximately 6.1 to 6.5 U.S. quarts. Always refer to your car's owner's manual for the exact capacity. Change interval. Regular oil changes are vital for the longevity of this engine. Adhere to Volvo's recommended service intervals, typically around 10,000 miles, 16,000 kilometers, or annually, whichever comes first. For vehicles with high mileage or those driven hard, more frequent changes might be beneficial. In summary, the Volvo 2.5 B5254T is a fantastic engine known for its unique character, robust performance, and generally excellent reliability, especially in its standard, non-R forms. Proper and timely maintenance, particularly of the timing belt and PCV system, is key to its long and trouble-free life. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.